Hello everyone, Nina here with Waffle Flower. What I'm about to share is a game changer. Since the original release of our water media mat back in 2019, we've had mini media mat in 2020, stencil mat and mini stencil mat in 2021, and our ink pen holders back in 2022. Together with our blending brushes and shader brushes, all these products have made the crafting experience more enjoyable for our customers. We keep looking for ideas that will improve the systems. We're aware of the issue that taping down paper and stencil is the least enjoyable experience in the whole process. Our solution was to build the design into the product itself. Reducing the use of tape is one of the steps when we're designing our stencils. So it wasn't actually a very big issue for me, but I answered most of the product-related customer service questions in Waffle Flower. And somewhere along the way, more and more people asking us to have a sticky mat. I couldn't see a need in having just another sticky mat that's similar to something already on the market. I didn't quite like any of the solutions until now. The Waffle Flower Grip Mat is designed to gently hold your cardstock in place when stamping, stenciling, ink blending, and more. Made from high-quality photopolymer, this mat takes advantage of the natural stickiness of the material to grip papers and stencils without any adhesives or glues. You can use this mat over and over again. Use the included guides either below or above the mat to aid your placement when needed. The guides, along with the 2 clear carrier sheets, are also great for masking. They can also serve as a project saver to help hold your pieces together in between crafting sessions. The Waffle Flower Grip Mat reduces taping and masking significantly, so you can spend more time playing. I know, it's photopolymer. That's what our stamps are made from. I was skeptical until I have the samples in my hand and started playing with it. The grip mats make a big difference. I said mats because we have 6 sizes available today. Let's start with the smallest mat released this time. It's 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. All the mats come sandwiched between 2 clear sheets along with 2 loose sheets of alignment guides. For basic use, gently peel off the carrier sheets to review the sticky surface. If you have a glass mat, you can peel off both sheets and just let the mat stick to the glass. If you don't have a glass mat, I would recommend that you leave one of the clear sheets on so you can tape the mat to your desk along the edges. Even better, you can replace the carrier sheet with one of the alignment guides. Now you have a perfect little craft surface with grids on them. One thing I noticed about the mats is that they're almost too sticky when you use them for the first time. You can simply press down on the mat with your clean hands to condition it to the perfect stickiness. Or just leave it on the carrier sheet and use it with any of our white silicone mats. This particular size fits right in our mini media mat. This allows you to quickly remove the mat off your work surface, such as decorating another piece or stamp your sentiments. Then let's talk about the biggest size. It's 8.5 by 8.5. If you watched the previous part of this video, you understand the convenience of having the carrier sheet on. And this is the perfect size to fit in our water media mat and stencil mat with the carrier sheet on. Of course, we have the 5.5 by 8.5 size to fit in our mini stencil mat. But here's what made us really excited. The mat we made for the mini stencil mat also fits in the original MISTI in place of the black foam with the carrier sheets off. No more magnets, and you can still see the grids on the bottom of your MISTI. Once I found out about this, I had to make 2 more sizes just for the MISTIs. The 6.5 by 8.5 version for original MISTI and the 4 3/4 by 6 for mini MISTI. They are going to live in my MISTI forever. Now there is one issue. If I leave the mat in the MISTI and I want to use stencil over my stamped images, instead of putting the paper against the corner, I need it in the center, so I can lay a stencil on top. The alignment guides we have for all the mats are all centered designs. And to make them work better when used with the MISTI, we made the alignment guides a little bit smaller. To use the mats in the MISTI, you'll need to peel off both carrier sheets. You'll be able to tell the back is the base, that it's slightly bigger than the top. Place it in your MISTI, face down. Apply the alignment guide reversed to the back. The grids lined up with the ones on the MISTI. Remember, the words should read backwards at the moment, so that when you flip it to use it, it will read correctly. The uncovered edges on the back will help make the mat stay put, but you can still remove it easily if you need. One thing I need to point out is that there is a chance that your stamp will pick up the paper along with the grip mat during stamping. You can clean the mat and remove the guide on the back for more gripping power. Or just lay a piece of the guides or carrier sheets on top of your die cut, then align your stamp to it and pick it up. Your stamp may still pick up the mat, but you can easily replace it to stamp. Just remember to put it against the same corner you did before on your MISTI. Now, with all that being possible, I think we still need one more size. A smaller square that will fit in the original MISTI, can be easily taken in and out, and rotate for circular designs. And that is our 6x6 grip mat. Ideas just keep running out when I was playing with the mats. There's so much we could do to simplify the process. For those of you who like using smaller images to build your own designs, Grip Mat Guides Trail 1. It includes a placement guide, a rotation guide, and a radial guide. We will have a dedicated video sharing ideas on using the guides, but basically, I just leave my rotation guide on the back of my 6x6 mat, then use the placement guide for planning out my sentiments, and the radial guide for other elements. So that's the 6 grip mats and a trail of guides, and there is one more thing. To use the grip mat to hold down both your paper and your stencil, your paper needs to be trimmed smaller than your stencil so it can both have contact with the mat. And there is a good chance your ink or glitter paste will get on your mat through the gaps. You can wash them off, but it's just another step. And here's my solution. Go ahead, have your designs on a bigger piece of paper, such as the foiled background I did. It was bigger than the stencil, and it covers all the openings on the stencil, so nothing will go through it. But there is no room for my stencil to be grabbed by the mat. I notice this issue more when using the stencils we have that is 5 1/4 by 6 1/2. It's just a tad bit smaller than a half sheet of letter paper, so I made an extender for them. You just notch the stencils to the back of the extender, and the mat will help hold both in place for you. The opening in the middle is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it will save you time by not blending in the extra space when using a 6x6 stencil design. I divided the inside into some simple masks for even more options. That's it, everyone, the introduction to Waffle Flower's grip mat release. The rectangle that fits in both our mini stencil mat and the original MISTI. The rectangle that fits perfectly in an original MISTI. the rectangle for the mini MISTI, the 6x6 square that fits in original MISTI, and a bigger square that fits in water media mat and stencil mat. The smallest A2 size fits in our mini media mat. It is the one to get if you're still skeptical and just wanted to try it. It's also the one to get if you want to put the grip mat in your mini MISTI with the carrier sheet on. This will allow you to tape the grip mat in your MISTI to avoid any movement. If you like the mat, after trying it out, we have put together a grip mat bundle with just the rest of the 5 sizes. We also have a grip mat release bundle that includes all 6 sizes, the guides, and the extender. Again, all the mats doesn't need to work inside a silicone mat or stamp positioner. You can leave it on your table or your glass mat, they work perfectly. And here is the entire lineup. We believe this is a truly amazing tool. Hope you enjoy them as much as we do. Fine prints. Avoid sharp edges or abrasive materials. Avoid direct contact with your foiled images. The foil will transfer. I tried to wash it and it's still sticky and still grips on things. The foil transfers. And some inks or pigments may stain your mat. You can use any of the photopolymer safe stamp cleaner to clean them. We actually had some made earlier. The solutions works fine, but the dauber top is a little bit too big for the bottle, so there is a chance they might leak during shipping. We're going to wrap them up really well and put them in those packages that ordered the entire grip mat release bundle. We're actually running a promotion for the entire month of July. If you order the grip mat bundle, you'll get a gift while supplies last. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the information. I will give the grip mats a try.